evening, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to talk about an alien encounter that is kind of odd because it involves like a full-on battle, like shootout against a family and a group of aliens that were attacking them, I guess is what you can say. If you're new here, you should really consider subscribing. I do paranormal videos on Wednesday and Friday, and then on Sunday I do a vlog. So yeah, hit that red subscribe button. So today's video is called the Kelly-Hopkinsville Encounter, and it happened in Kentucky on August 21st, 1955. Now it should be noted that before any of the events took place that night, about 3 miles away, a police officer in a diner said that he's seen approximately 1 to 3 meteors flying through the sky. So it's kind of like just a little hint of what's to come. Now at 7:30 p.m., a gentleman named Billy Taylor came across something really strange. He said he came across a UFO hovering in the ravine by his house. He said it was just hovering there at first, and then it landed. Of course, Billy was completely freaked out when he saw the UFO, so he ran back to the house and told his family what he had saw. But nothing could have prepared the family for what was about to happen next. About 20 minutes later, a gentleman named Lucky looked out the window and he saw a group of aliens coming towards the house. I don't know about you, but I would lose my shit if I saw a group of aliens coming towards my house. You know that I am terrified of aliens and being abducted by aliens, so this is kind of like my worst nightmare coming true. Now, everyone that saw the aliens that night reported them the same as having big, large, round eyes, large bat-like ears, and their bodies were almost like a silver color, and they stood 3 to 4 feet tall. I'll put a little picture up here now of them so you can kind of see what their description was. Creepy stuff. Now as the aliens got closer, one actually came up to the window and started peering into the window at the family. This is when the battle or the fight kind of started, and one of the gentlemen grabbed a gun and shot at the alien through the window. After they shot at the alien, Billy and Lucky both grabbed their guns and they went outside to see if they had hit it. This next part just sent chills down my spine. I'm getting like goosebumps right now as I'm talking about it. As they walked out of the house to see if they had shot it, Lucky says that he felt something reach down off the top of the roof and grab his hair and start trying to pull him up onto the roof by his hair. If I walked out of my house and anything grabbed me from the roof, let alone an alien, I would probably piss myself. So Lucky struggled, he got himself free from the grasp of the alien, and that's when they noticed that the yard was full of these creatures. So they started shooting at all of them. The weird part is once they would hit one, it would kind of like slowly fall to the ground, but then it would get up and hover and then run away. But it wasn't really running away, it was like hovering away. Does that make sense? Like, it was just weird. Now, as Billy and Lucky are having this like shootout with the aliens outside, the rest of the family are inside, scared to death. They're hiding under the tables, under the beds, like I would be petrified. I would be so scared. It's reported that the attack went on for a couple hours until about 11 o'clock that night. At that time, they kind of got a break in the alien activity and how many of them were trying to come up to the house. So they gathered the entire family up, got into their cars, and went to the police station. The police came up to the house to investigate, and they didn't really find anything there. They found bullet holes, of course, from where these two guys were, shooting everywhere, but they didn't find any alien evidence. You guys, can you hear that? It's the fucking ice cream truck. He's back. I'm not kidding. He is literally parked outside of my house. Like, anywhere else in the neighborhood would have been great, but no, right outside my house. Where was I now? Oh yeah, so the cops came out. They didn't find anything but bullet holes, but some reports say that the cops did find a luminous fluid-like substance on the ground where one of the aliens had been shot, but they didn't collect any of it for evidence, and by the time they came back the next morning, it said it was gone. So My guess is there probably just wasn't anything there. I mean, if you found something like that, you would think people would be, you know, collecting it for evidence, not just leaving it there and you're like, oh, well, we'll see if it's still there in the morning. Now the family says that after the police left, the aliens came back and they continued the shootout between, you know, the two guys and the aliens until morning. When morning came, the aliens just retreated and they said they just vanished into thin air. But as the aliens left, the reporters came, and all the reporters, even given the description of the aliens by the people that encountered it, they still reported them as little green men, which is not how the family reported them at all. Funny enough, that town every year now has the Little Green Men Festival. It's still going on today, I believe. If you go there in August, they have the Little Green Men Festival and you can take part in their festivities. But yeah, it's just a very odd story. There was 11 people there that night, and all 11 of them have the same story. I don't know if they were doing it just to try and get rich or get famous. I don't know. It's a very odd story. It leaves me wondering if there really was anything there that night. You do have the policeman that said he had seen a couple meteors fly by earlier, so who knows what the meteors really were. What do you guys think about the story? Do you think that family really had like a shootout with these aliens that night, or do you think it's just completely BS and it's all made up? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.